Hello everybody, on a beautiful sun-splashed afternoon in Mamaroneck, it is time for softball. Alongside Tom Sacco, my name is Seth Rothman. It's high school softball today in Mamaroneck against Rhinebeck here at Rhinebeck High School. And Tom, now this is really a very interesting game for a lot of people. These two schools separated by less than 2 miles, but they might be two of the best softball playing schools in all of Section 1.
That's right. It is a bit of a rivalry game today, and Rhinebeck is kind of working on the heels of a 12-game winning streak, so they'll hope to continue that today.
These two teams will not see each other in the Section 1 playoffs, which are coming up later this month. Rhinebeck plays in the small school of Class B, Mamaroneck playing in the large school section of Class AA. And whenever you see two good teams, odds are you're going to see two really good starting pitchers. Each of these teams has one of those as well.
That's right. Both pitchers are very good. Both have very good fastballs, good control, and we could see a low-scoring pitching matchup today.
Tava Casper going for Mamaroneck. Olivia Dunn is going for Rhinebeck. Should be a good one. Strap in and enjoy it. Mamaroneck and Rhinebeck. Softball action coming your way next on LMC Varsity Sports. Just about set to go here at Rhinebeck High School. Getting about 20 minutes delayed. One of the umpires slow to arrive today, so a 4:15 start, looking more like a 4:35 start. Let's take you through the lineups for these two teams. First for Mamaroneck, Josie Steinberg leads off. She will catch. For Tava Casper, who will pitch and bat second. Gianna Magrino batting third and playing short. Millie Bone is batting cleanup. She's the right fielder. The center fielder is Sophia Autorino. She bats fifth. Taylor Pryor, the first baseman. Danielle Spano is at the hot corner. Jordan Pryor at second. And rounding out the order is Elizabeth Regan, and she plays left. Let's take you around the Rhinebeck defense. Alicia Garcia, Jessica Santoli, and Alana Prudian. That's left to right. Third to first, Carissa Peccia, Stephanie Santoli, Marissa Santoli, Alicia Rodriguez. Samantha Yanuzzi will catch for Olivia Dunn, who is in the circle. Looks like we have some time, so we'll take you through the Rhinebeck batting order. Olivia Dunn, the pitcher, will lead off. Jessica Santoli will bat second. Samantha Yanuzzi, the catcher, bats third. Alicia Rodriguez cleans up and plays first. Carissa Peccia is at the hot corner. She bats fifth. Alexa Garcia, the right fielder, bats sixth. Stephanie Santoli will bat seventh. Alana Prudian in left, and Sophia Weiss is the designated player. She bats ninth. So looks like we are just about set for softball here at Rhinebeck High School. Olivia Dunn is in the circle, getting ready to face off against Josie Steinberg to get us underway on a beautiful afternoon here at Rhinebeck, mid-80s. One of the first nice days of the year here on May 2nd. And Dunn's first pitch is on the way. It's high and outside for ball one. Rhinebeck on a 12-game winning streak, 12-1 on the season, and Dunn fires one on the inside corner for strike one. Counts evened up at 1. Rhinebeck ranked number 5 in the state in Class B in the latest New York State rankings.
They'll be definitely looking to climb the ranks, depending on how much higher they can run this win streak. There'll be a 1-1 from Dunn to Steinberg, swing and a liner foul down the first base line, and the count's 1-2. Just underway here at Rhinebeck High School. Glad you're with us. Olivia Dunn in the circle. Her 1-2 pitch is low for ball 2. From what I understand, runs will be at a premium this game, being that these are two very good pitchers in the circle.
Well, that's what we're expecting. Mamaroneck 7-4, Rhinebeck 12-1. And the 2-2 is low, 3-2. good test for both of these teams. Mamaroneck facing one of the best small school teams in Section 1, and for Rhinebeck, they get to play up and face a AA squad today, and a squad that should test them, and that's exactly what you want, as the playoffs are just a few weeks away here. The payoff pitch is low for ball 4. The leadoff batter is on for Mamaroneck.
Probably not the way Rhinebeck wanted to start out this game, so we'll look to see if she can get in a rhythm here.
Well, Dunn is a strikeout pitcher, so she'll be looking to add to her totals here with a runner on. Tava Casper, the opposing pitcher, will try to help out her own cause. Shows bunt, takes strike, going 1. You know, 1 to Casper. Swinging a fly ball hit in the air towards right. Making the catch is Alana Prudian for out number 1.
That's Garcia. Prudian's in left.
That was Alexa Garcia, rather. I had a mistake on my scorecard. So Garcia in right, Prudian is in left. Gianna Magrino at the plate now for Mamaroneck, takes one high. Be a 1-0. Off speed pitch is in there for a strike, counts evened up at 1. Pitch is low to Magrino. Magrino, the number 1 pitcher for Mamaroneck, but she's at short today as Casper gets the nod in the circle. Two-1 on its way is popped up in the infield. There to make the catch is Santoli. 2 away. You'll notice neither of these teams wearing their normal colors. For Rhinebeck, black and light blue. For Mamaroneck, they're normally in orange. Today's the pink out game here at Rhinebeck High School, so both teams hoping to strike out cancer, raise some money, raise some awareness as well. Millie Bone, the cleanup hitter, up next. She takes one inside for ball 1. These teams came together before the game to take a picture in their pink out game attire. But now they're on opposite sides of the diamond. Mamaroneck hoping to strike first, runner on 2 out. It'll be a 1-0 to Bone. It is inside, ball 1. Throw back to first base, not in time.
Now, from what I understand, these teams do not play every single year, being that they are so close to each other.
They play occasionally, maybe not every year, but they certainly play many years as they are so close to each other. It's pretty easy to get a game together. All you got to do is drive 2 miles down the road.
That's true.
As Bone swings through 1, the count's 2-1.
And if they don't play every year, I guess that adds a bit more gravity to each game, being that this might be bragging rights for 2 years or so.
You see each other around town, you want to make sure you get that win, and that pitch is fouled off behind the plate. Counts evened up at 2, and Dunn trying to get out of the first inning. Dunn will be the leadoff hitter for Rhinebeck in the bottom of the inning, hoping to keep this game scoreless. The 2-2 is on its way to Bone. Swing and a miss, strike 3, inning over. Dunn's first strikeout of the game ends the first inning. We've played a half, Mamaroneck nothing, Rhinebeck coming to bat. Bottom of the first inning, about to get underway. Tava Caspar, first pitch to Olivia Dunn is ball 1. Dunn will be followed by Jessica Santoli, Samantha Yanuzzi, that's ball 2.
There are 3 Santolis on Mamaroneck. Are they sisters or are they cousins?
They're all 3 of them are sisters, and
sisters.
The sister connection at Mamaroneck. Right up the middle of the defense. As Dunn grounds one foul right near us, and Rob nearly had to get a new camera. Head coach Joan Spedafino had to hop out of the way as well. The count's 2-1. That ball ricocheted off the fence and right over that high definition camera.
That was a close call.
Be a 2-1 on its way to Dunn. And she chops it foul, counts evened up at 2. Mamaroneck head coach Joan Spedafino recently winning her 500th career game as head coach here at Mamaroneck. She has, her teams just consistently win every single year. This season, no exception, as Dunn pops one up in left. Coming in is the left fielder Regan, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And the thing that's amazing about Mamaroneck, Tom, is it seems to be a pitching factory. Every single year, there's a pitcher who is very, very good, Dunn no exception. But they have sent pitchers to Division I softball pretty consistently. As Jessica Santoli, the center fielder, steps in against Casper. She looks at a pitch in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Might have taken a little bit off that one. And Santoli in the hole, 0-2. Casper working quickly. The 0-2 delivery on its way is lined foul down the left field line.
Couldn't quite drop in for the first hit of the game there. Do you think the coaching has anything to do with the fact that they have so many successful pitchers in the last?
It's got to be part of it. It's got to be the youth program as well. That's on the inside corner. Called strike 3. Casper gets her first strikeout of the game. Santoli retired, 2 away in the bottom of the first. And Samantha Yanuzzi will step up to the plate. I think it's a lot of coaching at this level, but I think you've got to build it up in youth softball as well. You know, you had a few years ago, you'll remember Jessica Calvini here at Mamaroneck setting school records, and she was starting to pitch on the varsity as an 8th grader.
Wow, that is quite unusual. Someone so young to be starting on varsity.
Yanuzzi takes ball 1 and looks at strike 1.
I understand Iannuzzi is 2 or 3 time All-Section and one of their better hitters.
And she pops it up in the infield here. Who's going to take it? Casper makes the call and the catch. And Mamaroneck goes 1-2-3 in the first. We've played 1. We're expecting a pitcher's duel, and there's no score yet in this game. Top of the second inning, about to get underway. Sophie Autorino will lead off. Taylor Pryor, Danielle Spano will follow. If anybody gets on, Jordan Pryor will hit as well. Against Olivia Dunn, whose first pitch of the inning is high for ball 1. Fouled straight back. Good cut by Autorino. Count 1-1. One on its way, low for ball 2. So the 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss on a rising fastball. And the count's evened up at 2. So hard to lay off that pitch. It looks so good. And then it just comes in right over your bat.
Those high fastballs are rough to get the barrel on, for sure.
You 2-2 to Autorino. Inside corner, called strike 3, one away. Second strikeout of the game for Dunn, and that will bring Taylor Pryor to the plate.
Looked like she might have been looking for an off-speed there, and that allowed her to blow right by her.
And Dunn painting on the inside corner. Pryor left-handed hitting first baseman for Mamaroneck. Steps in against Dunn and takes one low and outside for ball 1.
I was like, yo, you touched 69. He was like, yeah. Oh my, Mark, move! Get it!
Be a 1-0 on its way from Dunn. 2-0. So it hasn't hurt her yet, but Olivia Dunn been falling behind some hitters early in this game. Having to fight back in the count again, 2-0.
That could prove to be costly in the later innings if her pitch count starts running up too high.
3-0 the count now to Taylor Pryor with Danielle Spano, the third baseman, on deck. There's a strike. Looked like Pryor was taking all the way.
What? Consider it. Wait, can you stop me then?
It'll be a 3-1 on its way from Dunn, and that one is in there for a strike. The count goes full. Another fastball by Dunn, right on the corner.
As you said, fighting back in the count. Went from a 3-0 to a full count here. See if she can capitalize.
It'll be a payoff from Olivia Dunn. Outside corner, called strike 3, 2 away. So 3 straight strikeouts for Dunn, her last 3 outs of the game, 2 away in the inning. Danielle Spano will step up to the plate for Mamaroneck.
He ate like 20 pieces nuggets. That is so true. They had 2. They had a big That's why their conditioning was like shit.
Swing and a miss on a fastball. Dunn ahead 0-1.
You're pitching, baby. You're pitching. Come on, oh. Come on, baby.
Be an 0-1 from Dunn to Spano. Inside corner, called strike 2. And the count's 0-2. Dunn looking to strike out the side. The first 2 were looking. And now she's got Spano ahead in the count 0-2.
Tape your legs together. Tape your ankles together.
Good crowd here at Mamaroneck on a beautiful afternoon, hoping for strike 3 in the end of the inning. 2-2.
Look good here, oh. Come on, oh, your pitch. Come on, baby. All yours.
Chopped foul down the third base line.
Girl.
Right hand grab by Susan Hannon, the head coach at Mamaroneck.
A little higher, baby. A little higher.
So we'll have another 2-2 on its way from Dunn to Spano. Count goes full.
Bit of a reversal from her last at bat.
Third full count of the game by Dunn, but she's trying to end the inning regardless after getting ahead 0-2. Now we have the payoff on its way. Swinging a foul straight back. We'll do it again over the backstop. If Spano can get on, Jordan Pryor is on deck for Mamaroneck.
Good pitch.
It's in the back.
We'll have another payoff on its way. Dunn to Spano. Inning over.
Struck out the side.
Olivia Dunn strikes out the side. All three of them looking. Inning and a half in the books at Rhinebeck, still scoreless. Bottom of the second, about to get underway. Alicia Rodriguez will lead off. Carissa Peccia will bat second. That was a strike to Rodriguez to lead off the inning. Alexa Garcia will bat third in the inning. As Casper's pitch is fouled straight back. Count quickly 0-2 to the first baseman for Rhinebeck, Rodriguez.
Wait, so do you know 11th
She's
graders?
in 8th grade. She's in 8th grade. She's a sophomore.
Asher.
I know. I'm
Casper to the plate.
How do you know all of them? And not
We'll do it again, 0-2.
Connor plays the pause. Okay, hold on, let me continue. I'm gonna go back on hush. Read. Second Genie. Read second.
Casper's 0-2 is high, 1-2.
Orfanos? Pablo Garza. Pablo.
Still scoreless here at Rhinebeck, bottom of the second. Crosstown rivals going at it. 2-2 the count.
He's like Garza or something like that, right? No idea. Alright, anyway, he's like darker skin. Yeah. He's going to Yale. Dude, he plays on my soccer team. I just get out of it.
Casper's 2-2 on its way. Swinging a pop-up in the infield. Who's going to call for it? It's the shortstop, Magrino, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
They ring the bell. I hear him on the side go ding, ding, ding. What do they call it? I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
So that will bring Carissa Peccia to the plate, the third baseman for Rhinebeck.
Episode? Did you actually? Because I worked so hard on it. I want to see it.
Anyway.
Tava Casper's first pitch to her is in there for a strike.
Doing a good job of really attacking that lower part of the plate. Not too many wild pitches from her thus far.
That ball popped up in the infield. Magrino calling. Nope, it'll be the second baseman who makes the catch. Pryor. I should be more precise. It's Jordan Pryor on the catch.
Go, Alexa!
The second baseman. So 2 outs in the inning, pair of pop-outs. And Alexa Garcia will look to keep the inning alive for Rhinebeck.
What about
And Garcia looks at a pitch for strike one. This one, she pops up behind the plate. Is there room? There is room for Josie Steinberg, who makes the catch to end the inning. 6 up, 6 down for Casper. We've played 2, still scoreless here at Rhinebeck High School. Top of the third inning, about to get underway. Olivia Dunn, her last 4 outs, all via strikeout. The last 3 of them have been looking. So 1, 2, 3 seconds. She's retired each of the last 6 batters she's faced. And she'll have 8, 9, and 1 here in the third. Jordan Pryor, Elizabeth Regan, and Josie Steinberg to bat. First, it's Pryor, who looks at a ball low that deflected up into the umpire, but the count's 1-0.
Go, Reiner! Come on, oh, you pitching, baby.
Seth Rothman, Tom Sacco here at Rhinebeck High School. Varsity softball action
Good pitch, baby. Good pitch.
between Mamaroneck and Rhinebeck. Dunn's pitch is high, 2-0. So Dunn has had a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone at points so far today, but she's been able to get out of trouble. Only 1 walk today, no hits yet allowed.
She has done a good job of battling back in the count.
Which she does here with a strike on the upper half of the plate, and the count's 2-1. Be a 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pryor was looking for the local. She got the express. Hate when that happens.
They haven't been able to put much bat on the ball when it's in a strike zone, especially that lower part of the plate.
Strike 3.
Another
That's
strikeout.
5 consecutive strikeouts for Dunn.
She is dealing.
And Elizabeth Regan will try to break that streak, the number 9 hitter in this Mamaroneck order. Only one base runner in the game by either team so far. That was Josie Steinberg, who led off with a walk. And Dunn's first pitch to Regan is, excuse me, is low for ball 1.
All yours, all yours.
Dunn set for the 1-0. 2-0.
I'll play one more year. If I play 2, then the second year.
And now 3-0 the count to the number 9 hitter Regan. Josie Steinberg awaits on deck. She led off with a walk, as we said a moment ago.
No, I did not. I heard you're in it.
No, it's the 9 batter, but do you think you should go up swinging 3-0 when, you know, you have no hits and try to get some going, or do you take all the way?
I think you're taking here because that's what you wanted. Ball 4. You want to get a base runner in a game where you don't expect a lot of offense. You got to get a base runner, and with 1 out, you wonder if Steinberg is hitting away here.
What do I like? I like it. I'm a fan guy.
So order flips around. Steinberg will bat. Second base runner of the game, both via walk for Mamaroneck.
What?
That's the 12-1 Panthers looking for a 13th consecutive win. Steinberg looks at a ball that's 5 straight out of the zone for Dunn.
At the knees, baby, at the knees. Come on, oh, you put it in there, baby.
That was cute. I like that.
There's a strike count, evened up at 1. So that walk ending a streak of 7 straight retired by Dunn. She's had 5 strikeouts so far in the game. That's 5 out of her 7 outs. Susan Hannon, I think, is not happy with the strike zone. Let the umpire know about it. And she goes back to the third base coaching box with a count 1-1 to her leadoff hitter, Josie Steinberg. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. On to first. That's a double play. Stephanie Santoli turns it with ease. A 6-6-3 double play to end the inning. Well, how often they say to you make a nice play on defense, you lead off the next inning. Stephanie Santoli will lead things off after turning that 6-6-3 inning-ending double play as Olivia Dunn gets out of trouble. And now she will lead things off against Tava Kaspar.
She'll look to help out her team with some offense this time as they need to get a hit on the board.
Mamaroneck has gone down 1-2-3 in each of the first 2 innings, and Santoli looks at a ball to begin the bottom half of the third. We're still scoreless here at Mamaroneck High School. Santoni, Prudian, and Weiss. Counts evened up at 1. Santoli had to jump rope 2-1 now. In that last half inning, Mamaroneck head coach Susan Hannon had to went up to the umpire. We don't think it was a strike zone issue. We think there was a delay of game issue. Not positive, of course. Hard to tell from over here. Count now 3-1. So we think there might have been a strike issue to the batter on that play for a delay of game.
That's due to
Boy, now
stepping out.
Hannon with more to say now to the home plate umpire. We'll keep an eye on that. Santoli, a 3-1 count on its way. It is in there for a called strike 2, and the count goes full. That one is grounded inside third for a base hit. Mamaroneck has its first base runner.
The first hit of the game for either of these two teams.
So the first hit of the game, Mamaroneck's first base runner. Alana Prudian up next, the left fielder, and we'll see what Joan Spadafino has in store now. The third baseman, Spano, is playing very in, expecting a bunt. And again, you're expecting a low-scoring game, but Prudian takes a strike. Casper working quickly, ready with the 0-1 delivery. Strike 2, just pounding strikes to Prudian with Sophia Weiss on deck for the Panthers.
I guess they're looking to hit away here.
Fouled it off. Yeah, you thought maybe Coach Joan Spadafino would put the bunt on in that situation. Still pretty early in the game. You're not quite sure exactly what you've got yet. You want to let the game play out a little bit. And you also want to trust your hitters. It'll be an 0-2 to Prudian on its way. Way high. It gets to the backstop. Santoli heading for second. She's there standing up on the wild pitch. And now Mamaroneck without the bunt, and that's why you don't always want a bunt, has a runner in scoring position.
Without sacrificing the out, that's right.
So 1-2 now the count to Alana Prudian. She takes one outside for ball 2. So Mamaroneck has something cooking. The first base runner of the game on either side to reach second base. And Casper's delivery is high, and the count goes full to Prudian. Casper to the plate with the full count delivery. Inside corner, called strike 3, 1 away. Second strikeout of the game for Casper, and Sophia Weiss will come up to the plate with a run scoring opportunity.
My mother is Canadian.
Inside corner, called strike 1. Casper ready with the 0-1 delivery, check swing. They check to the base umpire who says she did not go, so the count's 1-1. You know, the base umpire's over at second base, and it has got to be hard to tell whether the batter checks her swing or not. From our angle, it looked like she did not check her swing, but she gets the benefit of the doubt, and now a 2-1 count. You know, you see in the big leagues, obviously, you got to check to the corner umpires there, but we only have 2 umpires in high school softball. Now the count 3-1 to the number 9 hitter, Sophia Weiss, the designated player for Mamaroneck. And the catcher, Josie Steinberg, goes out to have a word with Tava Casper.
They haven't been very aggressive ahead in the count, so she might be looking to just lay one over here and hope for another full count.
It's the Mamaroneck team. They can pitch, they can field, they can hit. So you don't want to give her something too good to hit because you don't want it to be 1-0, especially when it may not take too many runs for Mamaroneck today the way Olivia Dunn is pitching. 3-1 on its way is in there for a called strike, and the count goes full. That's the 3rd straight full count to begin the inning for Casper. She's ready with the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 away. So the lineup flips around. Now Olivia Dunn will try to help out her own cause. The leadoff hitter flew out to left to lead off the top of the first. Now she's got a runner on second with 2 outs. Santoli singled, advanced on a wild pitch. Now back-to-back strikeouts. And Dunn swings through the fastball for strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 from Casper. Olivia Dunn trying to break the deadlock. She takes a ball. Counts evened up. Two and 1. If Dunn gets on, Jessica Santoli, who struck out looking in the first inning, would be at the plate. Casper hoping it will not get that far. She's got Dunn 2 and 1. And that pitch very high goes to the backstop. Advancing over to third base with a slide is Stephanie Santoli. So the second wild pitch of the inning puts Santoli 1 base away from giving Rhineck the lead. And
Dunn could be in a good position to add to their run total so far and help secure herself a win, hopefully.
Now a 3-1 count to Dunn. This one is high, ball 4. So Rhineck now with runners on the corners. 2 out. Jessica Santoli up next. The Mamaroneck infield having a chat in the circle. Home plate umpire telling them to end that chat as soon as possible, so they do heed that advice and break it up.
Okay.
Santoli shows bunt, takes a strike.
Saucy, man.
You wonder if Dunn might try to steal second here because nobody's even close in the infield. It'll be the pitch is high, 1-1.
I'm sorry.
Infielders are kind of shifted over a little bit here. Magrino at short is playing pretty close to third. That's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. And Casper is a strike away from getting out of this jam. A single, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and now a 1-2 count to Jessica Santoli. And the pitch on its way, high, ball 2. Samantha Yanuzzi is on deck for the Panthers. 2-2, 2 out, 2 on here in the bottom of the third inning, and the pitch is fouled straight back, and we'll do it again.
I guess they're playing it safe with the runner on first. The old saying is you never want to make the last out stealing and rob yourself of a scoring opportunity with a runner on third.
So tough to steal also because you can't leave until the ball crosses the plate. That one fouled off. Good at bat here by Jessica Santoli. As the senior trying to help get her team on the board in a scoreless game here at Rhineck. 3-2 the count. So now Dunn will be running on the pitch. Runners on the corners, 2 out. And a full count delivery. On its way from Casper, swing and a line drive, base hit left field. Jessica Santoli, the RBI single, and Rhineck takes the 1-0 lead. Excellent piece of hitting by Santoli, staying back on it, driving it to left field for a clean line drive single. So now runners on first and second with 2 outs for Samantha Yanuzzi. And now the middle of this Rhineck order, hoping to do some damage here in the third inning with a run already in.
Wait.
I want to watch that.
Casper ready with the pitch to Yanuzzi, in there for a called strike. Very important to get ahead in the count in a situation like this. Runners on first and second for Mamaroneck. A 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Jessica Santoli. And the 0-1 delivery is high, 1-1. Alicia Rodriguez on deck for the Panthers. It'll be a 1-1. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base line. Counts 1-2. One and two, the count to Casper. This crowd at Mamaroneck urging Yanuzzi on. Good block by Steinberg, and the count's evened up at 2. Well, that could have been much worse for Mamaroneck had the ball gotten behind Steinberg. You could have had 2 runners in scoring position. Instead, it's still first and second for Yanuzzi. A 2-2 count with 2 outs. Swinging a pop-up foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. Another good at-bat here by these Panthers hitters.
They have been battling back in the count.
Well, every hitter in this inning has had a 3-ball count until now. It'll be a 2-2 to Yanuzzi, and that ball is grounded foul down the third base line. So a lot of pitches here in the third inning by Casper. And she is in a pickle, middle of the order, 2 on, 2 out. It'll be another 2-2 pitch on its way. We'll do it again. What an at-bat here by the catcher, Samantha Yanuzzi.
Mamaroneck has been fighting off a lot of pitches, and that has allowed them to wait for a good pitch to drive, and that's exactly what they did with that RBI single. Now look to do it again.
Once again, it'll be a 2-2 on its way. Swinging a pop-up behind the bleachers, fouled off. And we will do it again. That caused some panic back there. It wasn't really close to the bleachers, but panic nonetheless. It landed well beyond the bleachers. Be a 2-2 on its way from Casper. And again, the count goes full. So all 6 hitters of this inning have seen a 3-ball count. Casper has been forced into throwing a lot of pitches. It'll be the payoff. Swinging a high fly ball in the air, left field. Way back goes Regan. It is gone! A 3-run homer by Samantha Yanuzzi. It's 4-0 Mamaroneck. Well, we said it, Tom. A lot of pitches in the inning, and Casper threw one right down the middle, and Yanuzzi did not miss. A 3-run jack gives Mamaroneck the 4-0 lead.
That's why you keep fighting off those pitches. Sooner or later, pitcher usually makes a mistake and lays one over.
Regan gave it the courtesy jog, but there was no question where that ball was headed.
And that's broken this game up in a hurry.
That ball is still out there about 30 feet beyond the fence. And now the cleanup hitter Alicia Rodriguez popped up in her first at-bat. A 4-0 lead for Olivia Dunn. As Mamaroneck looking to make it 13 wins in a row. They lost their first game of the season. They have not lost since. Mamaroneck did not have a base runner until this third inning. Now all 4 batters to get on have scored.
A Band-Aid?
Pitch to Rodriguez, swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, we said it, Tom, 6 3-ball counts. All 6 batters so far have had a 3-ball count. Now Rodriguez 1-1.
That's got to wear on the pitcher after a while.
Yep.
It's a lot of pitches.
And a 2-out rally as well. Single, couple wild pitches, 2 strikeouts, walk, single, homer. And now a 1-2 count to Alicia Rodriguez from Tava Casper. It'll be a 1-2. 2-2.
Isla knows more people than we do.
And
full
3
count.
and 2 the count. So now all 7 hitters this inning have seen 3 balls.
It's got to be a frustrating spot for a pitcher.
Second time through the order as well as Rodriguez swings through to end the inning, but not before Rhineck strikes. Samantha Yanuzzi drilling a 3-run homer. We've played 3. Rhineck leads 4-0. Top half of the 4th inning here at Rhineck High School. The Panthers strike for 4 runs in the 3rd. And now Tava Casper will lead off the inning, looking to get some of that offense back against Olivia Dunn, who has 5 strikeouts.
Definitely a good spot to be in as a pitcher, getting spotted a 4-run lead.
But you know what they say, Tom, is that the first inning after you score is always kind of the toughest one, because now the whole tenor of the game has changed. So we'll see how Dunn deals with that here. That ball chopped in the infield. That's going to be a base hit. Not even a throw by Stephanie Santoli. An infield single for Casper. And that will bring Gianna Magrino up to the plate, who's 0 for 1, popped out in the first inning. Magrino, a verbal commit to Quinnipiac, Division I Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. She's only a junior, still 1 more year here at Mamaroneck, but already knows where she's going to play her college softball. And Magrino will face Dunn with a runner on. Ball 1.
Let's go, Rhineck!
Say it.
Be a 1-0 from Dunn to Magrino. In the dirt, gets away from Yanuzzi, advancing to second on the wild pitch is Casper. And now Mamaroneck has something cooking. Their first batter to second base, their first runner, I should say, to second base today on the wild pitch. And a 2-0 count now to Magrino. Three and 0.
It's a type of situation you really don't, you could get hurt by getting behind in the count. Which is just like that, could be 2 base runners when up until this point they've had nobody in scoring position.
Be a 3-0 on its way to Magrino, low ball 4. So the first 2 hitters of the inning reach. Dunn had allowed 2 base runners in the first 3 innings combined. 2 base runners. Now to lead off the 4th, here's Millie Bone, the cleanup hitter right fielder, struck out in her first at-bat of the game. And a chance for some offense, a chance for Mamaroneck to claw back some of this 4-0 Rhineck lead. Ball 1. Sophie Ottorino on deck for Mamaroneck.
Come on, all yours, baby.
Dunn's pitch is a ground ball towards second. It's bobbled there by Santoli. And the bases are loaded.
Well, you were right. The first inning after you score is certainly turning out to be the toughest thus far.
So Marissa Santoli could not field it. Rhineck is normally a very sure fielding team. First error of the game by them. And assistant coach Frank Spadafino calling out what he wants to see on defense. If there's a ball hit in the infield, it'll be Sophie Ottorino to face Dunn. Bases loaded, nobody out. Mamaroneck trying to strike back.
Come on, all yours, baby. You can pitch, man. You can pitch.
Ball 1. Well, we said it. Dunn been falling behind a lot of hitters today. There's a 1-0 count to Casper. Magrino walked on 4 pitches. Bone hit that dribbler on a 1-0 count. Now a 1-0 count to Ottorino. With the bases loaded. Casper leading off third. Magrino off second. Bone off first. The 1-0 to Autorino is in the dirt, 2-0. Nowhere to put her.
Pick it up a little bit, baby. Good pitch, you know. Come on, baby.
2-0 from Dunn to Autorino. In the dirt, ball 3. Mamaroneck threatening here in the 4th. A single, a walk, and an error. And a 3-0 count from Dunn to Autorino. Ball 4 that forces in a run. So Casper comes home, and now Frank Spadafino will join the rest of the infield on a meeting in the circle. A 4-1 Rhinebeck lead here in the 4th inning.
Definitely not the way they wanted this inning to start out, and there's still nobody out.
Still lots of spots for danger as Mamaroneck tries to get back into it. They have the bases loaded, nobody out, a run already in. Taylor Pryor, Danielle Spano, and Jordan Pryor will the next 3 hitters of this inning, as Frank Spadafino continues to chat with his infield. So the left-handed Taylor Pryor will step in against Dunn. Sticky spot for Rhinebeck. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Evan who?
Come on, Taylor! Yes.
This crosstown rivalry. 4-1 Rhinebeck lead here in the 4th. Nobody out. The pitch is popped up, foul and out of play. And the count's 0-1. Pryor struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Now an 0-1 count in her 2nd at-bat of the game. It'll be an 0-1 from Dunn on its way. Ball 1. Magrino leading off 3rd, Bone off 2nd, Autorino off 1st. And it'll be a 1-1 on its way from Dunn to Taylor Pryor, the first baseman for Mamaroneck. Swinging a line drive up the middle base at center field. Scoring is Magrino. Each runner will move up 1 base. Still nobody out in the inning. Now a 4-2 game.
What started out as a pitching duel is certainly becoming more offense heavy as this game goes on.
The bottom of the 3rd and the top of the 4th, they've seen lots of offense, and Rhinebeck nowhere near to getting out of this inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. 2 runs already in. Danielle Spano will bat. So for both teams, Tom, the 2nd time through the order has been a struggle point today. And Dunn has a big spot to work out of. That one's fouled off 0-1 by Spano.
Both teams' hitters seem to have made some decent adjustments after seeing the pitch the first time through, and it's paying off for both offenses.
The 0-1 swing and a blooper. It is caught by the 2nd baseman Santoli. A snow cone, but she hung on to it for the first out of the inning. That could turn into a big play in this game. Santoli just barely hung on to it. She leaped, snow coned it, and hung on for dear life. So Jordan Pryor will come up now, bases loaded and 1 out. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Olivia Dunn did get an inning double play last inning. She's looking for more of the same here.
That's what you need at this point. They've been making her work, throwing a lot of pitches this inning.
That's a strike on the outside corner. The 0-2 on its way, inside. Gianna Magrino now warming up for Mamaroneck in the bullpen. Keep an eye on that. We'll see if she comes into this game. Swinging a ground ball. That is a fair ball down the right field line, and that's going to tie the game. A 2-run single right down the line by Pryor. We're knotted up at 4.
That's right, girls. Come on.
That seemed to be a big cushion. It's evaporated very quickly.
A single, a walk, an error. A walk, a single, a pop out, and a single. And now the number 9 hitter, Elizabeth Regan, has a chance to put Mamaroneck in the lead after a 4-run bottom of the 3rd by Ryeneck. The Tigers answer with 4 of their own, and the runner takes off for second. That's a stolen base for Pryor. So now runners on second and third with 1 out.
That takes away a chance at an inning-ending double play.
The pitch to Regan. Swing and a miss. Dunn to the plate. Sticky spot. Swing and a blooper foul down the first base line. 2 strikes now to Regan.
Interesting to see that 5 of the first 7 outs for her were strikeouts, and she'll definitely hope to help herself out with 1 here. The pop fly could still score a run.
Let's go, Olivia.
Dunn to the plate, outside.
Come on, now, bring it down. Concentrate up there. Oh, come on, baby.
The pitch from Dunn to Regan. Low, the count goes full. So 3-2, runners on second and third, 1 out. The 8th hitter of the inning for Mamaroneck, 4 runs already in to tie this game at 4. Here's the payoff. Swinging a ground ball, base hit to right field. Mamaroneck takes the lead. They're looking for a second run. Pryor is in as well. It's a 6-run 4th inning, and Mamaroneck takes the 6-4 lead. And the infield will meet again. Taylor Pryor, Jordan Pryor, both coming in to score on the RBI single by Regan. And Mamaroneck will bat around here in the 4th inning. Josie Steinberg will come up to the plate here for Mamaroneck. But the second time through the order for both teams has been a problem. Casper battled with that in the 3rd inning. And Dunn running into all kinds of issues here in the top of the fourth. 6 runs home for Mamaroneck. It is a 6-4 Tiger lead here at Rhinebeck High School. Steinberg takes one inside for ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. And the 1-0 to Steinberg. 2-0 the count. If Steinberg gets on, Casper will follow. She singled and scored already this inning. And Gianna Magrino would follow as well. So the top of the order here for Mamaroneck. And the Panthers trying to get out of this inning without more damage. It's a 2-0 count to Steinberg. Strike 1.
There you go, Don. Same one, oh, same one. Come on, oh, your pitch. Come on, baby.
The 2-1 swing and a miss. I think Steinberg expanded the strike zone there. The count's evened up at 2.
To the hands, oh. To the hands. Come on, baby. All yours.
2-2 the count. 1 on, 1 out. 6 runs in the inning. Three and 2. Well, we talked earlier in the game about how Dunn was throwing a lot of pitches, seeing a lot of full counts. And Mamaroneck able to solve her here in the 4th.
We've certainly seen a lot of pitches, and seems to have given them a little bit of preparation for what she's going to throw.
Ball 4.
And it's got to be wearing on her arm, too.
3rd walk of the inning for Dunn. And now runners on 1st and 2nd. Regan leading off of 2nd. And Joan Spadafino is going to walk out and have a chat with Dunn. Umpire not letting the rest of the infield in on the conversation. As Spadafino has the chat.
Looks like he's coming to break that up as well.
And that's it for Dunn. I think Dunn is coming out of the game. She will move over to first base, and Alicia Rodriguez, I believe, will come in to pitch. So then we're going to make a pitching change here, and as they do so, we'll step aside on LMC Varsity Sports. Tigers lead the Panthers 6-4. So Alicia Rodriguez on the pitch. Now, she was given as much time as she needed to warm up, and I believe the umpire indicated that it was an injury substitution. Now, Dunn is still over at first base, so I'm not sure exactly how that worked out, but either way, Rodriguez now pitching for Rhinebeck. Olivia Dunn out after 6 runs are in here in the 4th inning. And Tava Casper, who led off the inning with a single, will come up for her 2nd at-bat of the frame, and she takes one inside for ball 1 by Alicia Rodriguez. That ball popped up behind the infield. Santoli makes the catch. So, and now 2 out in the inning.
We'll look to see if she has the same type of success Dunn did the first time through the order. She'll certainly hope to continue that into the 2nd time through as well.
So 2 on, 2 out for Magrino, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. She takes one high for ball 1. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike from Rodriguez. 1-1, another off-speed pitch, that one outside. Kind of like an Ephus pitch right there. The count's 2-1.
I'll go naked. I might want to wear a pin.
It'll be a 2-1 to the dangerous Magrino now. The count is 3-1. A 6-4 Mamaroneck lead here in the 4th. 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd by Rhinebeck. Mamaroneck answers with 6 of their own here in this inning. Rodriguez trying to get out of it. Strike 2. Olivia Dunn out of the game. Alicia Rodriguez now in the circle. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be in motion. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. The bases are loaded. That is the 4th walk of the inning by Rhinebeck pitchers. And now Millie Bone will have a chance to add to this Mamaroneck lead in the top of the 4th inning. And she swings and hits one behind second. Santoli is there to make the catch. And the inning is over, but not before Mamaroneck strikes for 6. We've played 3.5. The Tigers lead 6-4 on LMC Varsity Sports. Bottom half of the 4th inning about to get underway, and after Rhinebeck makes a pitching change in the top of the 4th inning, Mamaroneck makes one in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gianna Magrino on the pitch for the Tigers. Casper moves over to short. Magrino will face Carissa Peccia, Lexa Garcia, Stephanie Santoli here in the 4th as Rhinebeck looks to make the comeback. They trail 6-4. Magrino's first pitch is in there for a strike.
As we talked about before earlier in the game, both pitchers throwing a lot of pitches, and it seemed to really cost them for both teams in their final innings before the change.
The 0-1 delivery inside. Magrino coming in and throwing gas. Two and 1 the count. Alicia Rodriguez taking some to the mid in the Rhinebeck bullpen. After she came in midway through that top of the 4th inning. And Josie Steinberg got to have a word with Magrino. Peccia popped out in the 2nd inning. First 6 batters of the game all made outs for Rhinebeck before they exploded in the 3rd for those 4 runs. Mamaroneck answering the top of the 4th. 3-1 to Peccia on its way is low, ball 4, and a leadoff walk issued by Magrino, and Rhinebeck trying to claw back in. Tying run to the plate in Alexa Garcia.
Both teams getting into a little trouble giving extra base runners with walks.
Strike 1 to Garcia. Popped out to the catcher to end the 2nd inning. Her 2nd at bat of the game. Strike 2. Be an 0-2 from Magrino to Garcia. Swing and a foul tip. We'll do it again. The Class AA Tigers, the Class B Panthers, Rhinebeck ranked number 5 in the state in Class B. 12-1 on the season. In the hole right now. Ground ball to the left side. Excellent arm on the throw by Spano. One away. To be honest, did not think she had a chance to make that play, but strong and accurate throw by Danielle Spano. So Garcia retired 5-3. Stephanie Santoli singled and scored in the third. Runner on second, 1 out against Magrino. Strike one. These Mamaroneck Rhinebeck games usually do not disappoint. This year, no exception. It's been a good one so far. I hope you're enjoying it with us. Strike two by Magrino to Santoli.
Started out as a pitching duel, and from the fourth on, we've seen some offensive fireworks.
It's been anything but a pitcher's duel lately in this game, last couple innings. The 0-2 is grounded to the right side and through for a base hit. Rounding third is Peccia. She's coming home. She slides in safe, and Rhinebeck has one of those runs back on the RBI single by Stephanie Santoli. So Santoli makes it a 6-5 game, and now Alana Prudian with a runner on first and 1 out has a chance to tie it with an extra base hit. Well, we said last inning, the inning after you score is a hard one. Magrino coming in here in the bottom of the fourth. Walk, ground out single, and a run allowed. It'll be an 0-1 on its way to Prudian, and she bloops one over the Mamaroneck dugout into the thicket out there. Be an 0-2. Temperature in the mid-80s here in the middle of the day. Now just past 6 p.m. Temperature cooling. Still a beautiful evening.
Beautiful baseball weather.
That ball is chopped to the left side. Fielded there by Casper. The accurate throw across for the second out of the inning. Boy, we're seeing some infield defense here by Mamaroneck in this frame. So 2 outs. Sophia Weiss, the number 9 hitter, will come up to the plate for Rhinebeck, and a single could tie the game.
Mamaroneck has been showing off some strong arms from the left side of the infield.
Oh, you hit it to a pitcher, that's what's going to happen. Weiss struck out in the third, and she swings through the fastball for strike one in the fourth. A run in here in the fourth. Rhinebeck trailing 6-5, and Steinberg and Magrino will have a chat.
He's rattled. Doesn't want to face you.
0-1, 2 out. Runner on, a 1-run game here at Rhinebeck High School. The pitch to Weiss. Swing and a miss, strike two. Rising fastball there from Magrino, and she's a strike away from getting out of the inning.
Ball fiber! 5!
The 0-2. Foul tip. We'll do it again. Good job by Weiss to stay alive.
Away, Fiver! That's a piece, baby. The whole thing. Come on, Fiver!
Very animated crowd we have here today.
Always here at Mamaroneck on the softball games. Crowd always into it. Inning over. Magrino overpowers Weiss with the fastball. Her first strikeout of the game. We have played 4 very entertaining innings. Mamaroneck 6, Mamaroneck 5 on LMC Varsity Sports. Alicia Rodriguez getting set to start her first full inning of work after putting out the fire in the 4th. Sophie Autorino will lead things off. Taylor Pryor, Danielle Spano will follow. Susan Hannon wanted to say something to Autorino. Now we're ready to go in the top half of the 5th inning here at Mamaroneck. It's not the game we expected, Tom, but it's been pretty entertaining.
That is true. We were expecting a low-scoring game, which we got for the first half of the game, and then things exploded from there.
Rodriguez throws a ball to Autorino to lead off the 5th. Autorino struck out, walked, and scored so far today, her 3rd plate appearance. Takes a strike to even up the count at 1.
Get ahead here, let's go.
Be a 1-1 from Rodriguez. That one is a little high. 2-1 the count. Off-speed pitch, got the bottom half of the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the 5th inning, Sophie Autorino.
He seems to like using that off-speed pitch a little more than Dunn has, and I think that might be what you need at this point in the game after seeing so many fastballs.
Umpire just threatened to throw out the Mamaroneck assistant coach. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Autorino takes ball 3. The Mamaroneck dugout not been terribly happy with some of the calls today. That last one, it was caught low, but it kind of circled over the strike zone. Autorino now full count delivery on its way from Rodriguez. Swing and a blooper. Is anyone going to get there? No. And then Rodriguez
runs into the ball.
So they let it go foul, but the catcher ran into Autorino. And because of that, she's out. And Susan Hannon does not like the call. Either way, 1 out. I think that was runner interference there on the catcher, Yanuzzi, who was going after it. That ball was going to spin foul. And once it dropped, it was always going to go foul. So here's Pryor, 1-0 the count.
Bit of a break there for Mamaroneck.
That one is ripped fair down the right field line. Boy, she was nearly out at first base as well, but Taylor Pryor reaches on a 1-out single. She's now 2 for 3 today. Danielle Spano will follow. The Mamaroneck dugout jumping on the bench as they look to cheer on their teammates. Another delay here, not sure what the problem is. Santoli running in. Santoli might have some blood, I believe. So while they tend to Santoli for a moment, we'll step aside on LMC Varsity Sports. Runner on, 1 out, top of the 5th. Mamaroneck leads at 6-5. All right, so Marissa Santoli has been tended to. She's back out at second base. She got her elbow scraped up a little bit, but she's okay. Danielle Spano in the right-handed batter's box for Mamaroneck. Checks her swing and grounds it right back to the pitcher. Now the catcher looked like ran in front of the batter there. The umpires don't call that one. So Spano is out 1-3. Yanuzzi ran in front of Spano, and it looked like Spano couldn't really get out of the batter's box. Either way, there's 2 outs in the inning. Taylor Pryor moves to second. Her sister Jordan Pryor will try to drive her in. She's 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single, and she will face Rodriguez. And Alicia deals a strike.
Interesting that the umpire didn't have as much of a problem with that, and I thought that was a little more egregious than the first play.
First one came on a ball that was obviously going to spin foul. Anyways, that one grounded to the left side, fielded. The throw across is in time by Stephanie Santoli. And so Alicia Rodriguez restores order in the game. We're through 4.5 at Rhinebeck High School. The Panthers down by over by 1. It's 6-5. Let's take this one to the bottom of the 5th. Rhinebeck down 6-5. Olivia Dunn started as the pitcher. Now she's the shortstop. Correction, now she's the first baseman. And she takes a strike. Dunn 0 for 1 today, a flyout and a walk. She'll be followed by Jessica Santoli and Samantha Yanuzzi, who hit that big 3-run homer. Ooh, that one went way high from Magrino.
That home run has proven to be a pretty big difference maker this far.
Well, it put Rhinebeck in a 4-0 lead before Mamaroneck came storming back. The 1-1 pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, counts 1 and 2.
They might need her bat to bring them back in this one.
Top of the order here for Rhinebeck might be perhaps their best chance. Certainly a good chance. 2 and 2 the count. Two and 2 to the leadoff hitter Olivia Dunn from Magrino. Ball 3. And the payoff from Magrino is on its way. Ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Olivia Dunn, and Rhinebeck has the leadoff hitter on for the 3rd consecutive inning. They've scored in each of the previous 2. Jessica Santoli 1 for 2, a strikeout, a single, and a run scored. Corner infielders playing in, expecting a bunt. Santoli shows bunt. The infielders come to greet her, and Magrino threw one right at her head, and she fouled it off. Yikes. I don't think she was trying to hit her. She was throwing one high, and Santoli bunted it out of self-preservation. More than anything else, she fouled it off. Boy, that's scary for the infielders, too, to be charging in like that. They were
close,
within about 5 feet of the batter's box. Santoli squares around again. Here come the infielders again, and this time she misses it. It's strike 2. So 0-2 the count to Santoli. One and 2. A 6-5 Mamaroneck lead, bottom of the 5th. Rhinebeck with the leadoff runner on. Olivia Dunn leading off of first. Jessica Santoli trying to keep this rally going for Rhinebeck, and she looks at a called strike 3. Second strikeout for Magrino. And here comes Samantha Yanuzzi. She's got the big offensive moment in this game, a 3-run homer in the 3rd. Also popped out in the 1st. The outfielder's taking a few steps back as Yanuzzi steps in to the right-handed batter's box. Magrino's pitch, inside, ball one. It'll be a 1-0 to Yanuzzi. Strike one. Alicia Rodriguez will follow. It'll be a 1-1 from Magrino. Outside, 2-1. Two and one out, runner on. Pitch from Magrino. Swinging a foul straight back. Over the backstop, counts evened up at 2. An energetic crowd here at Mamaroneck High School, hoping the Panthers can tie this thing up here in the 5th inning. Middle of the order, Samantha Yanuzzi, number 3 hitter, has a 2-2 count. Swinging a ground ball up the middle to second, fielded there by Pryor. They throw to first. They call Yanuzzi safe at first. The out was made at second, so Yanuzzi reaches on the fielder's choice. The Mamaroneck side wanted that call. They did not get it. So a 4-6 fielder's choice. Yanuzzi now replaces Dunn. And Alicia Rodriguez, the cleanup hitter, 0 for 2 today, will face Magrino. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. Won the count to Rodriguez, trying to help out her own cause. Outside corner called strike 2. Steinberg did not frame that pitch, but she got the call anyways. So Magrino ahead to Rodriguez, 0-2. Trying to put her away. Fouled straight back. Carissa Peccia on deck for the Panthers.
Come on. Let's go, baby. Hit it hard.
The 0-2 again. Low, ball 1. So the leadoff walk by Dunn has been followed by a strikeout and a fielder's choice. Now Magrino trying to end the 5th inning here at Mamaroneck High School with Mamaroneck leading 6-5. Shade almost up to the circle now. Might make it tough to hit Magrino, I should say. Be a 2-2 on its way.
All right.
And we'll have another meeting at the mound as Josie Steinberg goes out to have a word with Magrino.
Both teams have done a great job all game of really making the pitchers work for these outs. Fouling off a lot of 2-strike pitches all game long.
Well, you know, we talked about this game as being a game for both teams to really measure yourself up. I mean, you've got Mamaroneck, who is trying to make noise in Class AA. You've got Mamaroneck, the number 5 ranked team in Class B. And so for both teams, this is a pretty good test, and it's certainly shaped up that way. Mamaroneck certainly has a history of long runs in the Section 1 Class B sectionals. That one fouled off again by Alicia Rodriguez. Last time we saw an at-bat like this, Samantha Yanuzzi went deep.
That's true. We talked about that now. Seeing a lot of pitches, the pitcher might eventually make a mistake.
Once again, it'll be a 2-2 from Magrino to Alicia Rodriguez with a runner on. And the pitch. Another foul ball. Fouled it straight back. She was right on that one. And this crowd here at Mamaroneck High School appreciative of the effort by Alicia Rodriguez, the senior, trying to help get this game knotted up at 6. She is the leading run at the plate. 2-2 on its way from Magrino. And the count goes full. 3-2. What an at-bat this has been. The last 3 innings of this game, every at-bat has been edge of your seat.
Got a lot of full counts, a lot of big 2-strike pitches.
Yanuzzi will be off with the pitch at first. 3-2, 2 out to Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, strike 3, inning over. So Magrino dancing out of trouble in the 5th. 5 in the books at Mamaroneck High School. Tigers clinging to a 6-5 lead over Mamaroneck. Let's take this baby to the 6th. Mamaroneck holding a 6-5 advantage over Mamaroneck. Elizabeth Regan will lead things off for the Tigers against Alicia Rodriguez, who shades her eyes as the sun is pretty much right behind the backstop right now. Gonna be tough for her to see. She sees well enough to throw a first pitch strike. Sun about to go behind the school building, but for now it's a problem. That's a ground ball to the right side, and Marissa Santoli unable to field it. It gets behind the right fielder as well, but they will hold her to a single. That might have been sun related, as I mentioned. The sun is very low in the sky right now. Still plenty of light, but it's in everybody's eyes at the moment. And Marissa Santoli unable to field it. I don't know if you have a shot of her right now. She's shading her eyes, so you know it's bothering her at the moment. Well, anyways, an E4 allows Regan to reach, and Josie Steinberg will bat next as Mamaroneck flips the lineup over. Steinberg reached twice, a pair of walks, also grounded into a double play.
All yours, pitch it hard, baby.
And she takes a ball with one out here, with nobody out here in the 6th.
Look good, Lee. Look good. All yours, Lee.
It'll be a 1-0 to Steinberg. It's a strike. The runner's going, and she's out at second base. Elizabeth Regan caught stealing. And it was not particularly close. Excellent throw right on the money by Yanuzzi. And Stephanie Santoli applying the tag. So now 1 out in the inning and a 1-1 count to Steinberg.
Get ready back there.
Well, if Mamaroneck comes back and wins this game, that could prove to be a pivotal moment.
That's right. That was a crucial play to get rid of a base runner.
2-1 the count now to Steinberg. Tava Casper, who started on the mound, now playing short, is up next. That ball grounded up the middle. It takes a weird hop on Santoli. I think that ball actually hit the second base bag and ricocheted right up into Stephanie Santoli. So that's a hard luck error, but it is an error nonetheless. E6 allows Steinberg to reach, so a couple of errors in this inning. Now 3 errors in the game against Mamaroneck. Tava Casper up at the plate, takes ball 1. The pink out game here at Mamaroneck High School. It's been a fun one. Hope you're enjoying it. Tigers lead the Panthers 6-5 in the crosstown rivalry game. That ball popped up behind the plate. Yanuzik gives it a look, but it's over the backstop. Be a 1-1 on its way, swinging a ground ball back up the middle. Santoli unable to make the play. Now trying to get over to third is Steinberg. She gets there, and reaching second is Casper. Mamaroneck taking the extra base on another error by Santoli.
Got some heads-up aggressive base running there. A little risky running to third, but she was able to get there in time.
The head-first slide by Steinberg gets her to third, and now Joan Spadafino wants to have a word with the umpire. And I think she's going to have a word with her pitcher, Rodriguez, as well. As Coach Joan Spadafino trying to urge her infield on here. 3 errors in the inning by Mamaroneck. Long meeting in the circle.
You gotta wonder if that sun is playing a part in, it has been a pretty clean fielded game up until this point. The sun is pretty much directly in line with the infielders at this point.
So the meeting is over with head coach Joan Spadafino. So an error, a caught stealing, and then back-to-back errors have 1 out, runners on second and third for the Quinnipiac commit, Gianna Magrino. She's 0 for 1 today, but a pair of walks, both of them coming in the 4th inning. And Alicia Rodriguez trying to work out of a jam. Second and third, 1 out for the middle of the order. And Magrino is not going to be allowed to hit. Unlike in the majors, they have to throw the 4 intentional balls, but they are intentionally walking Magrino to load the bases with 1 out. And that will allow Millie Bone to come up with the bases loaded after the intentional walk to Magrino. And the Mamaroneck infield will come in. They want to cut off the run at the plate because that is a very big insurance run as we get late in this game.
And that caught stealing at second certainly coming into play here now that there's 1 out and they can end the inning with a double play, rather than having no outs and potentially bases loaded.
Might have had a run already in this inning as well. Bases loaded, 1 out, infield, and popped up in the infield. Rodriguez gets what she needs. The infielders converge, making the catch is done, and there's 2 away. Boy, Dunn and Marissa Santoli came in. They both went for it. Nobody called it, but Dunn was able to make the play, and now Sophie Autorino will step up to the plate. She was part of that bizarre play in the 5th, the runner's interference. Can Rodriguez get out of the inning? That's ball 1. 3 errors by the Mamaroneck defense. Bases loaded with 1 out. Millie Bone popping out. What can Autorino do now? It'll be a 1-0 on its way, low 2-0. Nowhere to put Autorino.
Hey, 2-2, come on, baby. Pitch it good, lady.
Alicia Rodriguez trying to wiggle out of danger in the top of the 6th. Ball 3, 3-0 the count.
Come on, Lee, no walk.
A walk would force in a run. Steinberg off third, Casper off second. Magrino, who was intentionally walked, is off first. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike.
Same one, same one. Same one, Lee.
So
Come on,
3-1 the count to Autorino. Ball 4, that forces in a run. And it's now a 7-5 Mamaroneck lead as Josie Steinberg comes in to score. So that will bring Taylor Pryor to the plate. She's 2 for 3. Struck out in the second, singled and scored in the fourth, singled in the fifth. A 7-5 Mamaroneck lead. The lefty Pryor could add to it here with another single. She takes a strike on the outside corner. Be an 0-1. Swinging a chopper foul right behind the plate. And Rodriguez has Pryor in an 0-2 hole.
Find the ladder, Lee.
Big pitch in this game. Rhinebeck cannot afford to get behind by much more. It'll be an 0-2.
Not that high, not that high. Come on.
All right, you got it, kid. You got it.
Come on, Lily.
Might be fortunate enough that they could get away with only allowing 1 run in a 3-error inning.
Right at the
That
head.
would be ideal for Rhinebeck at the moment. Swinging a ground ball to second. Inning over. Marissa Santoli makes the play to end it. Mamaroneck gets 1, and we've played 5.5. It's a 7-5 ball game. Stay with us. Rhinebeck has some catching up to do as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Jana Magrino will face Carissa Peccia, Alexa Garcia, Stephanie Santoli. Peccia 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And she takes a fastball for a strike to begin the bottom of the 6th. Panthers trying to extend their 12-game winning streak. But they're in a dogfight with crosstown rival Mamaroneck.
They got a little bit of ground to make up if they want to keep that streak going.
No pitch there by Magrino. She kind of stumbled, I believe. I'll make a correction. She did not stumble. Peccia called time, but time was not granted, but Magrino stepped out of her windup anyways. So they actually call that a ball, so the count's now 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Peccia in a 1-2 hole. Peccia trying to lead things off as Rhinebeck looking to put a rally together here in the 6th. And it'll be a 1-2 on its way. Inside, nearly hit her. 2-2 the count. Be a 2-2 on its way from Magrino. Do it again. Alexa Garcia waits on deck. Carissa Peccia trying to get on base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. 4th strikeout by Magrino. So 4 out of her 7 outs have been strikeouts. Pinch hitter here for Rhinebeck is Jamie Straza. She comes in for Garcia. And Straza swings through it. The junior Jamie Straza trying to get on base here with one out. 2 away. And that will bring Stephanie Santoli to the plate.
It seems once again the pitcher is having success the first time through the lineup.
Well, those last 2 batters were the second time through for those 2. Well, first time for Straza, second time for Peccia, and second time now for Santoli, who looks at ball 1.
Let's start it up again here, kid.
Magrino has struck out the last 3 batters and 4 out of the last 5. She has 5 strikeouts on the day after entering the game in the 4th. 1-1 the count to Santoli.
Takes 1 step. Come on, Steph. All yours.
2-1 the count. Magrino ready in the circle for the 2-1 delivery. Santoli takes it. Called strike 2. So Magrino trying to strike out the side here in the 6th. And the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. Magrino strikes out the side in the 6th. Tigers lead at 7-5. We've played 6. The 7th inning is up next on LMC Varsity Sports. Danielle Spano will lead things off for Mamaroneck against Alicia Rodriguez. Rhinebeck trying to keep their deficit at 2. It's ball 1 to Spano. She is 0 for 3 today, a strikeout, a pop-out, and a ground-out. Chopped foul. Alicia Rodriguez is Danielle Spano, 1-1. And Spano chops one to third. It's fielded there by Peccia, and she throws wildly and out of play, and that will allow the runner to move to second, and that is the 5th error of the game by Rhinebeck.
They really can't afford to let any more runs up here if they want to have any chance at clawing back into this one.
So a single and an error allows her to advance. Jordan Pryor will step up to the plate. 5 errors for Rhinebeck. In this game, it's 7-5. It's still within shouting distance. But part of the reason it's close is that Mamaroneck has left 9 runners on base. We have a pinch runner coming into the game for Mamaroneck. It's Maddie Silverstein. So Maddie Silverstein is at second. Jordan Pryor steps in against Rodriguez. Ball 1. And now ball 2 from Rodriguez to Pryor.
Pitch it your way, baby. Come on. Right to the catcher.
Let's go, get the out!
There's a strike to count 2-1. Be a 2-1 on its way. Slow ball popped up in the infield and caught there by Peccia.
Nice all speed to get her out in front of that one.
So Silverstein remains on second. 1 out now in the inning. Elizabeth Regan will step up to the plate. She walked in the third, singled in the fourth, and reached on an error in the sixth. She was caught stealing. And Regan trying to give Mamaroneck more insurance. They lead at 7-5 here in the seventh. Swing and a miss. On some high cheese, the count's 0-1.
Come on, baby. You know how to pitch it.
Be an 0-1 on its way to Regan. Swing and a little blooper, and Rodriguez makes the catch. So Regan out on a little pop-up back to the circle, and Josie Steinberg will come up to the plate. She is 0 for 2 today officially. A walk, a double play, a walk, an error, and a run scored. She reached on an error, I should say, and scored that run in the sixth that could prove to be essential in the seventh. Mamaroneck leads at 7-5, runner on, 2 out. The fifth at-bat of the game for Steinberg. And she swings and grounds one foul down the first base line. So the count 0-1 to Steinberg, with Silverstein leading off second.
Okay, Lee, that's one. Come on, baby. One at a time, Lee. Your pitch.
Calling for time. It looks like something's going on with Peccia. And while they tend to her, we will step aside on LMC Varsity Sports. All right, Carissa Peccia back in the game. I believe she had a nosebleed that they have stopped. So glad to see she is okay. Josie Steinberg has an 0-1 count. And Alicia Rodriguez still trying to get out of this inning. Runner on second, 2 out. A couple of pop-outs here in the frame. And one more out to get for Mamaroneck to get a rally going in the bottom of the inning. Being 0-1. 1-1 the count.
Come on, Lee. Put it in here, baby. Let's go, Lee. Come on, Lee.
Josie Steinberg at the plate for Mamaroneck. 1-1 pitch on its way. 2-1 the count now after the ball.
Bring it down a little bit, baby. Your pitch, Lee. Your pitch. Come on, Lee. All yours. One more, baby.
It'll be a 2-1 on its way to Steinberg. 3-1 the count. If Steinberg gets on, Tava Casper will follow. Casper has reached base twice, once on a single, once on an error. Rodriguez trying to end the inning right here. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4.
All right, Reese, you got it, kid.
So Steinberg walks, Silverstein remains off second, and Casper will come up to the plate. She started in the circle today, gave up 4 runs in the third inning before giving way to Gianna Magrino, who has, for the most part, shut Mamaroneck down since then.
Yeah, most of this game's offense has come in, one big inning for each team.
That one is drilled down the left field line. It's a fair ball. and it goes over around the fence, so that should only score 1. That was a ground rule double. The fence out there stops right on the line, and it went around that area, so it bounced right on the chalk and then went around the fence. Ground rule double for Casper and a big insurance run for Mamaroneck. They now lead at 8-5.
And that error did in fact prove to be costly.
Well, you're not going to win a lot of games when you make 5 errors. As Magrino takes a strike.
And most of those errors have, I believe, resulted in runs being scored.
You know, 1 to Magrino. 1-1 after the ball outside. An 8-5 Mamaroneck lead, an error, a couple pop-ups, a walk, and a ground rule double. Runners on second and third, and Magrino can really break this one open with a single. 2-1. Mamaroneck's dangerous hitter has reached base 3 times, all of them on walks. She's 0 for 1. And now 3-1 to Magrino. Grounded foul right near us. Camera guy Rob Moretti was very slow to his left on that one. Very slow. I mean, that was... It's not what you want. Be a payoff pitch to Magrino on its way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired. But not before Mamaroneck adds to its lead. They get another run. They lead at 8-5 as we head to the last of the 7th. Bottom half of the 7th inning about to get underway. It has been a game I don't think Joan Spadafino will be happy with on a number of accounts. 5 errors, 9 walks issued by Rhineneck's pitching and defense. Mamaroneck has left 11 runners on base today. They lead at 8-5 now as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 8-9-1. Alana Prudian, Sophia Weiss, Olivia Dunn. But they're still within shouting distance. If they can get a couple of base runners on, they could get Samantha Yanuzzi up to the plate. And if they do, she would likely be the tying run. At least the tying run, I should say. So Prudian will lead off. She's 0 for 2. Rhineneck, 5 runs on 4 hits, 2 runners left on. 8 runs on 7 hits for Mamaroneck. So Magrino set in the circle, trying to lock down the 4-inning save. And Prudian takes a strike. It'll be an 0-1. Strike 2. An 8-5 Mamaroneck lead. Rhineneck trying to extend its 12-game winning streak. The number 5 team in the state in Class B is up to its last licks here in the 7th. It'll be an 0-2 from Magrino. Already 6 strikeouts on the day, and this one's grounded slowly towards third. It's fielded by Spano. The throw to first not in time. Leadoff single. The 5th hit of the game by Rhineneck. It's a leadoff single. And now the Panthers have life as Sophia Weiss comes up to the plate, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
It's a good job of hustling down the baseline. It was a pretty cleanly fielded play, but kudos to her for getting there in time.
Magrino's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. They threw over to first, but Prudian was back. Can Rhinebeck rally here in the 7th? They've got one of the runners on they need. Weiss now down in the count 0-2.
Come on, baby. All yours, Ty. One swing, Five. Come on, baby.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Magrino in 4 innings. So 7 out of her 10 outs have come via strikeout. All but one of them have been swinging, and Olivia Dunn will come up to the plate. Rhinebeck needs one more base runner to bring the tying run up. Dunn, a pair of walks today. Looks at a ball low. She flew out in the first, walked and scored in the third, walked and was out at second on a fielder's choice in the 5th. Trying to get on base any way she can. The 1-0 from Magrino is popped up foul behind the plate. 1-1 the count. One and 2 after Dunn wastes that one from Magrino. An 8-5 Mamaroneck lead here at Rhinebeck High School. It'll be a 1-2 on its way to Dunn from Magrino. Swinging a ground ball towards short. They'll throw to second for 1. That's all they'll get. As Casper made the play over to Pryor. So Dunn out on the, Dunn reaches on the fielder's choice. Prudian is out at second. 6-4, and now Jessica Santoli is the last hope for Rhinebeck. Singleton scored in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st and the 5th, and swings through the fastball in the 7th for strike 1. Samantha Yanuzzi on deck. If Santoli can get on, Yanuzzi would be the tying run, and Yanuzzi already has a 3-run home run today.
Yep, that was the first big difference maker for them, and she'd be in a great spot to get another huge hit.
But she's got to get to the plate first, and Santoli trying to get her there with a 1-1 count. And Rhinebeck down to its final strike. 7 strikeouts for Magrino. Number 8 would end the game. 1-2 the count to Santoli. And Magrino's pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Samantha Yanuzzi waits on deck if Santoli can reach. 2-2, 2 out. Panthers trail by 3. Three and 2 the count. Magrino does not want to walk Santoli. So 3-2, 2 out means Dunn will be running off of first. Doesn't really mean much, but it'll be a payoff from Magrino to Santoli on its way. Ball 4, and the tying run will come to the plate for Rhinebeck in the form of Samantha Yanuzzi.
This is a big spot for her here. Tie the game up with one big swing of the bat.
She's already done it once. She's 1 for 3, a pop out and a fielder's choice. But that big home run in the 3rd inning made it 4-0 Rhinebeck early in this game before Mamaroneck exploded for that 6-run 4th. Tigers tacked on a run in the 6th, another in the 7th. Rhinebeck added another run in the 4th, and that's been your scoring. Runners on first and second. Gianna Magrino against Samantha Yanuzzi. Best against best in the 7th inning with the tying run at the plate. Can't ask for much more than that.
Definitely not. It's been an exciting game this far.
Yanuzzi looks at a pitch inside for ball 1. If she reaches, Alicia Rodriguez would follow. And Rodriguez would be the potential winning run. It'll be a 1-0 delivery from Magrino. 2-0.
So hitters count here, and you got to imagine she's looking to send one.
Well, now you know you can try and zone one, and if you don't have to swing at everything here, you can be a little bit selective on a 2-0 count. Here it comes from Magrino. I think she was taking all the way. It's strike 1. Tigers looking to improve to 8-4 on the season. It'll be a 2-1 delivery from Magrino. Swing and a foul straight back. 2-2 the count. And once again, Rhinebeck down to its final strike. 2-2, 2 out, 2 on, an 8-5 Mamaroneck lead. Magrino to the plate. Swing and a line drive, caught by the third baseman, Spano, ball game over, Mamaroneck wins. Well, Yanuzzi hit it hard, but she hit it right at Danielle Spano, who stuck her glove out, made the catch, and ended the game. Mamaroneck wins a really fun ball game here on Pink Out Night. 8-5 your final score. We will come back with more. You're watching LMC Varsity Sports on LMC TV. Once again, Mamaroneck wins at 8-5 and ends Rhinebeck's 12-game winning streak. Right back in the post-game show with Mamaroneck coach Susan Hannon after the Tigers win at 8-5. And coach, certainly an odd game today, I would say.
Yeah.
How do you approach winning that game?
I think both teams played a very good game at bat. I think everybody put the ball in play, had to make the plays, and I think all pitchers did their best effort. I think it was nice to see all 4 pitchers out there pitching for both teams. I thought it was a great game. It was definitely a great game to be part of. Obviously,
you guys give up those 4 runs quickly. How impressed were you with the way your team was able to fight back, even against a pitcher like they had out there?
Yeah, that's one of the things I just said to the team, and I said, good teams, they know they can win, and if we know we can win, then you just play like that throughout the entire game, and just you're losing, who cares? We know we can win, and that's the attitude that helped us today quite a bit.
Now, you guys obviously a good game, a good crosstown rivalry game, and a game against a team that hopes to make noise in the Section 1 playoffs just like you do. How much can this game help you guys?
I think it can help both of us. We need to play as much good competition as we can, and we have been doing that all year. We've been playing all the top teams in Class A. We're just played one, if not the best team in Class B. So, if we continue that, our success against those top teams, that's going to give us a lot of confidence in the playoffs. Back with Coach Joan Spedafino as Rhinebeck loses 8-5, and Joan, this was quite an interesting game. You guys go up 4-0. Mm-hmm. They come right back at you. How proud were you of your team able to kind of still fight back?
I'm always proud of the girls, and they know. That's what we just talked about. We made some errors. We took ourselves out of the game at times. But always proud of them. Great bunch of kids. By our count, 9 walks, 5 errors today. That's not Rhinebeck baseball. It's not what we're used to seeing. Can you explain kind of why something like that happens? Olivia, walked a few, and we made errors at key times. So, errors, walks, they hurt you. So. You guys, 12-2 now on the season. How important is it to face quality opponents as you start to get ready for the, Absolutely, it's excellent. I loved facing both of their pitchers. I think they both did a great job. And we need that. Tomorrow we have Ardsley, and then this weekend we're playing in the Pelham tournament, which is great. That'll help build our momentum. Okay, thank you. All right, back here on the post-game show, Tom Sacco, Seth Rothman with you. Tigers of Mamaroneck beat Rhinebeck 8-5 here at Rhinebeck High School. Really competitive game. Tom, it was not the game we expected, but it was a very entertaining game. Came down to the very last pitch, and Mamaroneck, Gianna Magrino, 4 outstanding innings in the circle, able to lock down the save as Mamaroneck went on to win.
Yep, she definitely was a big stabilizing force in this game. Some innings before got out of hand, but she came in and really locked them down for the rest of the game.
And for Rhinebeck, it's a chance to face a AA team. It's a good competitive game as sectionals are coming up soon. You snap your 12-game winning streak. There's stuff you can work on, though. 9 walks, 5 errors, probably not what Coach Jones Spadafino would have wanted today either.
Definitely not. They'll probably look to make some adjustments, look to clean up some issues in the coming days, and hopefully start a new streak for them.
And this is a team that a lot of people are seeing them as a favorite in Section 1 Class B, this Mamaroneck team. So lots more season still to go for the Panthers. They fall to 12-2 on the campaign. That'll pretty much do it from here. The CEO of LMC TV is Eric Lewis. The COO is Matt Sullivan. Rob Moretti, your community sports producer. He also ran a camera today, along with Sean Kelly and Francisco Verisi. For Tom, I'm Seth Rothman saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on LMC Varsity Sports.